Alright. Alright. Are we streaming? We might be streaming, but I just thought about it. I think I have a bunch of crap downloading. I don't know if that's going to affect the stream. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me make sure this is running smoothly before I start talking. I don't know. We're showing up green all the way across the board. So we might be good. What was my title again? The old you is still there. Sensitization recovery. Alright, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're watching this video. Today, we are going to be talking about the old you and how it is still very much there. And what I mean by that, okay, that's become my catchphrase. Can we just go ahead and make that official? That is my catchphrase. What I mean by that is the old you, the you before you were sensitized, the you before you became ill, the you, before you had all this anxiety and this panic that's in your life now, whatever you want to call it, sensitization, anxiety, blah, 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 all the terms. The old you before all of this crap fell upon you is still very much there. And if you think back, I'm sure you can remember the old you, and I'm sure you miss that person dearly. The old you that wasn't sensitized, that was confident, that was calm. The old you who didn't give too much of a crap about all of these worries that are in your head now that seem to be causing you so much stress and so much fear currently because you are sensitized. So that old you is still very much there, and it can be really hard, okay? Trust me, I am speaking from experience. It can be really, really hard to think about that old you and remember who you used to be. It's almost like, for most people, like you forgot what it feels like to be that person, and you just can't imagine. You just can't imagine it, going back to that person you once was. I know when I, fell under the spell of sensitization 2-3 times, every time I would think back to the person I used to be, that person who, used to go on road trips, and that person who used to be so confident and calm and nothing really bothered me, and I had this mindset of life's going to be okay and things are going to work out, and even if I had something stressful going on in my life, I could really just, I could really just look at it as, okay, it sucks, but we're going to get through it. I remember that person. I remembered that person when I was under my spells of sensitization every single time it happened. And I would just sit there and think to myself, there is no way possible I can go back to that person. Like, there's just no way. He is gone. He is gone. And of course, that was a very self-defeating negative thought to be entertaining, and I should have never entertained it, but I did. And, that can be a depressing thing to think about, not being your old self again. But I'm here to tell you, the point of this stream is to tell you that the old you is still there. He or she is still there in your brain, ready to come back out. What do you have to do to bring that person back out? You have to desensitize. That's all there is to it. You are sensitized now, and that's why you're not your real self. Once you desensitize, your real self is still there. So if all we have to do is desensitize to become that person again, how do we desensitize? With my 2 main keys. Accepting your feelings, behaving as if you feel like $1 million freaking dollars, okay? $1 million freaking dollars. Just like you won the lottery. You're not going to feel like acting like that. But if you do, you tell your brain in the only language it speaks, which is your behaviors, that you are okay. And even though you're not going to feel like doing that, even though you're going to want to resort to bad old habits, when you do that, you are teaching your brain and you are bringing out the old you by desensitizing. Our second main key, not following your thoughts. Why is that important? Because thoughts only bother you when you're sensitized, because you are sensitized. So to argue and try to figure out worrisome thoughts while sensitized is going to put you into a pit of obsession. What is this obsession going to do? It's going to play off your tired nerves. The thoughts are irrelevant. They are only causing a problem for you because you are sensitized. One day, when you are not sensitized, you will think back to these thoughts that used to cause so much fear and so much panic and anxiety, and you will laugh. You will literally laugh, and you will be like, wow, I can't imagine being scared of that now. What was wrong with me? What was I thinking? And That's because you're desensitized. It really comes down to, are you sensitized or are you desensitized? Are you using the two main keys to reach desensitization? If you are, and you desensitize, you will become the old you again. These thoughts won't matter. Okay, so the thoughts are irrelevant. They're only causing such strong feelings because you're sensitized. So forget trying to argue with them. You're only going to get up there into a mental war and obsess all day, and it's just going to stress you out even more. Your feelings need to be accepted, and your behaviors need to be confident and calm. Even though you don't feel like that on the inside, I know you don't feel like that on the inside, but they need to be that way because your brain is watching your behaviors. It doesn't know if you're faking it or not. Okay, so if you're using acceptance and you put on a big smile and you got all these feelings running through your body, but you still got a big smile on, you're singing, you're dancing on the inside, you're internally screaming, but your brain is watching your behaviors, okay? It's seeing you do all of this. You like my dance moves? It's seeing you do all of this, and it has no clue whether you're faking it or not. It just sees you doing it, and it comes to the conclusion, slowly over time, does take time, that you are not in real danger. So it sets your protection, aka anxiety, down, 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 slowly, until you desensitize and you're like, whoa, these thoughts, even if they still come back from time to time, whoa, they're not causing a reaction. That's funny. That thought's funny. That thought used to have me in a ball, like curled up in a ball, frightened 2 months ago, but now I'm desensitized. It's funny. So you need to remember that. Next time you want to argue with your thoughts, remember how pointless it is, because they're only causing a reaction because you're sensitized. Next time you want to act fearful, remember that every time you feel fear and react in a fearful, defeated way, you are training your brain that you're in real danger when you're not, and telling it that you need more protection. Okay, and that's keeping you sensitized. Whew, that was a mouthful. How long have we been going on already? Almost 7 minutes. I wasn't reading any of the comments during that. You guys, if you've watched my streams before, you know that I like to get out the point of the video before I get to comments, but that right there was the point of the stream. So if that's all you were here for, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to read comments now. Let's see. Let's start from the top. Hello, everyone. Bendy Trees, hello. Rachel. Trayvon, hello. Riez, I probably pronounced that wrong, but hello. Rachel. Daniel, hello. Tran, hello. Okay. Let's see. I've been in this state so long that I forgot what it felt to be normal. And that's common. I forgot what it felt to be my old self. Like I was just saying, I forgot how it felt to be my old self. And I couldn't imagine going back to the old me. But that person is still very much there. You just need to desensitize. And, not only that, not only can you get back to the old you, but you can go even past the old you and be even stronger than the old you. You can actually be even stronger than the old you, believe it or not. Okay, with all these tools, these valuable tools that you're learning, you can do that. Let's see. I got my microphone right in the way. I'm getting back to my old self again. That's awesome. Tonight I was drawing for fun the first time in years and listening to music and dancing. Yes, pick back up your old hobbies. Trust me, when you're in that state of anxiety and fear, the last thing you want to do is probably listen to music. The last thing you want to do is smile. The last thing you want to do is dance or clean or whatever. Be productive. That's the last thing you want to do. But it's the thing you need to do if you want to bring out your old self again and not have reactions to all these worrisome thoughts by desensitizing. If you want to desensitize, make yourself do these things. Make yourself do these things. Let's see. I'm really behind. Chris, do you know if stress will keep sensitization going? As long as your behaviors are accepting in an accepting manner and you are showing the brain with your behaviors that there is no real danger, you can recover even in stressful situations or stressful living conditions. You can. It would be best to cut out as much stress as you can. Yes, why not? Of course, that would help. But if you have no choice and you can't cut all the stress out of your life, you can still recover. Hey, Wonder Bro, do you meditate? Common misconception about meditation is that it's something you have to set time out of your day to do and get into a certain stance and maybe buy a fancy robe and hum. You can do that the traditional way, but you can stay in a meditative mind state pretty much 24/7. Just being more mindful, not arguing with thoughts, seeing them as they come and go as just passings. This is a meditative state, and it's not something you have to set time out of your day to do. Let's see. I still get a bit of an eek from some thoughts, but nothing compared to how I used to feel. Yes, that's a good sign. That probably means you're on the right track and are healing very slowly. I used to have such major anxiety over the idea of pulling weeds, and now I just find it funny how scared I was of it. Yes, my point exactly. As you desensitize with your normal accepting behaviors, you will find your old worrisome thoughts and fears laughable. That's the difference. It's like night and day, black and white. Sensitized, desensitized. When you're desensitized, it's just like you're a new person. When you're sensitized, same thing. Unfortunately, it's like you're a new person. It's so black and white. So as you desensitize, you will find your old fears funny. Most people do. I did. Yep, I want to be stronger than I was before. Yes, I agree. You can bring out your old self and be stronger than your old self from all of this, valuable stuff that you're learning. The word heart attack or cancer scared me. Crazy, right? Yes, there's a lot of funny fears. There's a lot of funny fears. When you're sensitized, it's almost like you're afraid of the world, okay? When you are sensitized, every worry and every little thing seems so huge, and you just can't imagine being your old self again. But that's why you need to toss all those little things and worries out of the window, because those are irrelevant. They don't matter. The only reason they're mattering is not because they themselves, the thoughts and fears, are important. No, it's because you're sensitized. All these thoughts and fears, it's not because they're truly important. It's because you're sensitized, so stop arguing with them. It's pointless, okay? Let's see. Listening to podcasts while in public help with anxiety a lot. Hey Wonder Bro, did you struggle with obsessive compulsive stuff? Yeah, I think most sensitized people do. That's like a broad term, so... But I think most, sensitized or anxious people, they have, these obsessive compulsive, traits. Traits, really. They need to do this, or this might happen, or this or that might happen. Traditional obsessive compulsive disorder type stuff. I think when you're sensitized, everybody has a touch of that, really. I mean... That's just my opinion. Most of the nasty, intrusive thoughts don't give me a reaction now. That means that you're healing. It's just a DR, and this throws up some thoughts, which will still react a bit to, but just letting them crank on now. Excellent. That is the right attitude to have. What do you think about dialectical? I hope I said that right. Dialectical behavioral therapy for anxiety. I honestly have no clue what that is. But we can do a quick Google search. And see what that is. Now I'm curious. Okay, while that page is loading, see some more comments. I would say having a safety behaviors is sort of like OCD, but not the same as well. Yeah, I don't like labels or, anything like that. Let's face it, at the end of the day, whatever you want to label yourself, whatever the doctors want to label you, obsessive compulsive, panic disorder, anxiety disorder, all those labels, they all come back to the same thing, which is you have fear of fear, and you need to accept your feelings, outgrow them, and heal your nervous system. So to me, labels are just very self-defeating, pretty much pointless. Well, not pointless, because you have to have them in the medical field. I understand that. But for me, they're just very self-defeating, and they don't accomplish much. So, DBT is very similar to what Wonder Bro teaches us. I looked into it. Okay, so apparently this is similar to what I teach. Let's see. Training as a DBT therapist is training to save lives. 4 primary modes of treatment delivery. Okay, what are they? Individual psychotherapy, DBT skills training. No, what is all this? This isn't explaining what it is. This is just telling me how to become a DBT therapist. Okay, here we go. An overview of DBT. I like to learn about things. We're going to do some learning today. What is DBT? It's a treatment or type of psychotherapy or talk therapy. Okay, here we go. The 4 modules of DBT therapy. Mindfulness. Okay, that's excellent. Love it. Interpersonal effectiveness. I don't know what that is. how you interact with people around you and your personal relationships that are taught in DBT skills training share similarities to those in some assertiveness and interpersonal problem-solving classes. Okay. Distress tolerance. Emotion regulation. Learning to properly identify and label emotions. Taking opposite action. Applying the technique, increasing mindfulness to current emotions. Okay, yeah, I could be reading that all day. That would take me all day. But from what I just quickly read over there, mindfulness and whatnot, looks like that might be pretty nice. Pretty nice form of therapy right there. Anything involving mindfulness and acceptance, whatever you want to call it, whatever the name of the therapy is, as long as it involves mindfulness, which is basically just being aware of your thoughts and not following them, and acceptance with your behaviors, as long as it involves those things, I think you're on the right track. So, but I don't want to, I could be reading that all day, so we're just gonna click off that page before I get too sidetracked. Do you think working out, running, weights, kickboxing will keep my nervous system from healing faster? I don't think it'll keep your nervous system from healing faster. In fact, they say that exercise is really good for you. It's not a cure-all by any means. You have to use the two main keys. But they say exercise is really good for you, so it burns up all that energy. I mean, but that's a personal choice. I sat on my ass and didn't exercise at all for my recovery because I'm lazy, so... Been suffering for 20 years. I hate that I have to try to look over this thing, but there's really nowhere else to put it. I'm gonna break something. That's better. I hope you guys, can you still hear me? Okay. Been suffering for 20 years. You have helped me so much. I won't get back to work. But all the negative thoughts come back. Okay, let me reread that. Been suffering for 20 years. You have helped me so much. I want to get back to work, but all the negative thoughts come back. Okay, I understand how it is to have typos. I have typos all the time. You can get back to work, and the negative thoughts will probably come back because they're so concreted in your brain because you've entertained them so much. Those pathways are so strong. To break those pathways down, that's where not following your thoughts comes into play, and just using accepting behaviors. The more you follow a thought and entertain it, the stronger the pathway in the brain for that thought becomes, the more likely it is to repeat in the future. And of course, if you're sensitized and that thought goes to repeat, you're going to feel a reaction. So, I mean, you can desensitize and feel great and still have those thoughts come back, but they're laughable. The reason they're coming back still, though, even though they're laughable, they're still coming back because those pathways in the brain. But you know, now that you're not feeling such a strong reaction in the body because you're desensitized, you can use not following your thoughts probably even better now, to break those pathways down so they'll stop coming at all. You know, even though they're laughable because you're desensitized, you probably still want rid of them. So you should still not follow them. It's a lot about acceptance, feeling sensate. Okay. A lot of good comments. Everybody chatting it up today. Everybody's feeling a bit chatty. I'm feeling chatty. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go. So, mostly because I didn't explain this, but I'm back to my old streaming spot. I did have the computer hooked up to my giant TV, which was a great idea for a little while, but then I was like, there's really no room to sit over there and be comfortable. I want it back over here in my little corner. So I just spent like the past hour moving my PC back over here. And let me show you this. This is what I use. This is what I ordered to, that's bright. Whoa. This is what I ordered, a little ring light. Not even a big one. It's just like a little mini one. I ordered it thinking, hey, you know, that might help my Canon camera. And, you know, when I film, I need good lighting. And it is an awesome little light, but it's nowhere near powerful enough to be good lighting for this beast. So I wanted to still make use of it, though. So when I moved everything back over here, I now use my little ring light to light my streams. Smart thinking, huh? Now we got this little ring light just for streams, and in a couple days, I think, my big umbrella lights. You know what I'm talking about? Like back when you got your picture taken in school, the big umbrella lights, the professional stuff, you know what I mean? I got 3 of those coming in, so that will light this up perfect, and you guys will get beautiful new content. No more phone. But yeah, that's why I'm pumped up. Okay, because if you've ever had to move a PC, it's so much you got to do. So many cords and wires, and it got me awake. It got me moving. How's things, my man? Hello, Andy. I hope your channel's doing well over there. It's been a while since I've watched any of your videos. I'm going to have to go check it out. I'm going to have to go see what you've been uploading. A lot of people talking about sleep in the stream. Sleep will come back to you, I promise. As you desensitize, the sleep will come back. And I know that not sleeping can make it a little bit tougher to use acceptance, but understand that it is a very normal part of this journey. Very, very normal. Don't try to force sleep. Just go with the flow. Now you can flash us real good with your holy sweatpants. Yes, I still can't believe I did that in that stream, and I'm really glad you couldn't see anything. For those of you who have no idea what Bendy Trees is talking about, I did a stream once, and I was wearing my, my casual sweatpants, the sweatpants that you would only ever wear around the house. But there was a big gaping giant hole right where, my crotch is, and I wasn't wearing underwear. And I leaned back. On stream, and boom. But it was dark. It was dark. You couldn't see up there. I watched it back. I made sure you couldn't see the family jewels. So it was a close one, though. That was a close one. Ever since I've wore underwear on stream. Yeah, it's going well. I'm going to do a live stream where I speak about anxiety I went through. Got anything good planned? Oh, that's awesome. I might have to check out that stream if I'm around. Let's see. I kind of want to check. Speaking of my new lights that are coming in, let's jump on Amazon real quick and see where they are. Let's track them. I can't wait to set up my little filming area. Finally, I've been doing this for about 2 years now on YouTube, and those 2 years have been spent filming with phones. And finally, I've got a legit camera. Thank you so much. Still, I've said it 100 times since I've got it, but thank you so much for this. And you know who you are. Finally, I have a legit camera, and here in a couple days, when these lights get here, I'll have legit lights. So let's see. I'm gonna feel like a professional YouTuber. Finally. Track package. Okay. Is in Illinois. Alright. Supposed to be here by Thursday. What's today? Tuesday. So not long. Couple days. Couple days. To be honest, I'm going to give you a shout out on it. You post a lot of videos about anxiety, so I got to put you in there somewhere. Thank you very much, Andy. I appreciate it. Anytime you guys mention me online, on your social media, or even to somebody in person, if you mention my channel, I'm very appreciative of that. That's how I grow. Without you guys, I'm not growing. So, is there any foods that make anxiety worse? I can't answer that confidently simply because when I was in recovery, I ate like a pig and I still eat like a pig. My diet is trash. So I can't really answer that confidently. But I can say you can eat like a pig and eat just absolute garbage and still recover. I can say that. CBD oil is honestly helping me along with Wonder Bro and acceptance now. Yeah, like I've always said, I can't tell you whether or not you should take medication or, whatever. That's totally up to you. But I've always said that if you need a crutch to get into learning this technique and stuff, do it. I can't stop you. So CBD oil, stuff like that, yeah. If you need it, if you feel like you need it, go for it. I can't stop you. I can only speak from personal experience and say that me personally, I didn't do anything different than just using the two main keys. I didn't change my diet. I didn't exercise. I didn't get on medication. I didn't do anything other than use the two main keys to recover. That's me personally. If you feel like you need a crutch, even Dr. Claire Weeks mentions this in her book. If you need a crutch, go for it. If you need a crutch, go for it. I can't tell you whether you should or shouldn't. I know you didn't ask that. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's much more comfortable to stream over here. Much more comfortable. I'm glad I moved my computer and everything back over here. I don't have the most comfortable couch in the world. That thing just wasn't cutting it. Beth, I've wanted to try CBD oil, but I don't have a clue where to get legit stuff. Shout out to Happy Tea. Okay, I work with the dude over at Happy Tea CBD products. Alright, so go to happytea.com. If you want to know where to get legit stuff, hold on. The guy who runs this business, I helped him with an ebook that he wrote, and we've worked together on some business stuff. And I can honestly say, I talk to him almost every day. I know him personally. I can honestly say that if you are looking, if you feel like you need CBD or want to try it, you know, whatever, I can honestly tell you that this is the place to go right here. happytea.com. I wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction. Good dude who runs this business and legit stuff. We've done a lot of business together. I've made, he helped me get the website up and running, thewonderbroyo.com. He helped me with that. I've helped him write an ebook. We've just worked together for a while, so. Do. Sorry, I'm sending a text. We're all just hanging out, so it's no big deal. I can text, right? Did certain songs on the radio make your anxiety flare up because they were reminding me of things, or is that just me? No, I think that's pretty common. That sounds like a pretty common thing. Certain songs can trigger, used to trigger me while I was sensitized. Just, hearing certain songs and maybe associating memories of bad past experiences with them. And if you're sensitized and you're thinking about bad past, experiences and memories, and a song sets it off, you're going to feel it even more because you are sensitized. So that's happened to me before. Just noticed you're not far off from 5K subscribers. Congrats, buddy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Any advice on dealing with toxic family members? How to either cut them off or be less involved? Having a hard time with it, can't seem to break away. Okay. We can jump into that. Toxic family members or friends or just toxic people in general. You gotta, if it's somebody you can't just cut out of your life, then you gotta have boundaries. You gotta have firm boundaries. Alright? If it's somebody you can, cut them off. Cut them off. How do you do that? You just gotta do it. You gotta understand that these toxic people are bringing you down. They're hurting you, and you don't have time for it. You don't have time for it. Cut them off. Of course, you're going to be emotional when you do this. You're going to feel some emotion when you cut people out of your life, right? That's never an easy thing to do. Feel that emotion. Allow yourself to feel it and allow yourself to heal from it. And you'll be thankful that you cut them out in the end after you heal from that emotion of, having to cut somebody off and, whatever comes along with that. Anyone else had eye floaters? I did, personally. So is it best to turn the radio off to avoid it or accept it and leave the tunes on? You know, I don't even listen to really sad music much anymore, not even these days. Being desensitized, I still am careful about what I put into my brain. I don't necessarily like to sit around and listen to sad music because it does impact your mood, so I listen to happy tunes, you know? That's just a lifestyle change that I've made because what you pour into your mind, you know, that's how you're going to feel. So thoughts create our feelings, and if you're listening to sappy, sad crap, it's going to create your thoughts, and then your thoughts are going to create your feelings. So I still don't listen to sappy, sad music, even to this day. Let's check the old Facebook. Let's check the old Facebook account. What time is it? 10 a.m.? No, I have not been to bed yet. But I don't wake up until like late. So this is not, it's not like I've been up all night or something. I mean, I have, but I've got plenty of sleep. That's confusing, but that's what I'm trying to say. Growing my hair back out, you guys. It's in that awkward stage right now where it makes me look like a chicken or something. So I definitely gotta. I wear hats a lot anyway, but I definitely gotta wear a hat right now. It's in that very awkward, spiky stage. But yeah, I'm growing it back out. Maybe not as long as it used to be. Like I used to have it like shoulder length in some of my videos. But I am gonna grow it out a little bit so where I can slick it back. You know what I mean? It's gonna be sexy. Okay. It's gonna be sexy. Yes, you are not alone. Nobody is alone here on this channel, and that's half the reason I made this channel, is so that we could all come together on our journeys, share advice, share love, good vibes, and just be in it together. And of course, help each other out. I help you guys, you know, do what I can with the advice, and everyone just come together and help each other out. That's, you know, that was the goal. That was the goal. Speaking of music, I kind of want some music right about now, but of course we have to go copyright free. We can't go with anything copyrighted. YouTube rules. No copyrighted music, so we'll go to copyright free music. Copyright free music. We'll go to Bin Sound. Bin Sound is great for that. And if we're going to be playing any tunes from bensound.com, we've got to comment, not comment, but put it in the description. That's the rule. Free music, but you have to credit the website. So there we go. bensound.com, everybody. Have you listened to the song Hurt, Wonder Bro? Hurt by who? Who sings it? I may have. What is this? Oh, wow, that's loud. That is really loud. Okay. Let's try this one. You guys probably, I don't know, maybe you can hear that coming out of my speakers. I don't know. I hope it's not too loud. Johnny Cash? If it's by Johnny Cash, then yeah, I've heard that song. 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch Nails did it first. It can be a little bit challenging to get to the point of true acceptance, but keep practicing and you'll get there. It's a really depressing song. I get on to my brother about listening to depressing music. Like, he'll come over and he'll put on depressing shit, and I'm just like, yo, don't. Why would you want to do that? What you put into your brain, what you absorb, is going to affect your thoughts, and your thoughts are going to affect your overall mood. Why would you willingly choose to listen to depressing shit? If you do that, then I'm sorry, but you're probably going to feel depressed, and that's on you. I'm not getting on to anybody in the chat. I'm not saying you guys do that. But I know a lot of people who do that, and if that's you, stop. Help yourself. Stop doing that. Why would you want to do that? Ugh. I have been doing so well with acceptance, then I get obsessed with how much time it will take to heal my system. Take every thought and take the context of the thought and throw it out the window, because it doesn't matter what the thought is. If you're sensitized, it'll probably create a reaction. So that's all it comes down to. Every thought is just chalked up by the brain as a danger. So it doesn't matter what the context of the thought is, throw it out and treat it all as the same. Thoughts that'll create a reaction because I'm sensitized. Doesn't matter what it is, I'm not going there. I'm thirsty, so let's pop open the mini fridge right here. I feel like I've got a little streaming studio, like it all flows really well over here. I'm glad I decided to come back this way. See, look, we've even got the little mini fridge right here. Boom. You get thirsty on stream from talking so much? Get some milk. Get some milk. And because it's a mini fridge in my room, I don't have to pour the milk. I can drink it straight out of the carton. I'm like shaking because it's kind of heavy to hold with just your fingers. Yeah, just milk. I'm a child. I am a man-child. No, but seriously, I've just not been I've never been a fan of alcohol. I don't know. Even before I was sensitized, like, I got drunk a few times in my youth, and I'm still in my youth, I'm well aware, but I'm talking like, you know, really young, when I shouldn't have been, and it just wasn't for me. I don't know, I just didn't like it. Jesus, Wonder Bro, you're a troglodyte. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but yes, I am. Foo Fighters tends to cheer me up. Yeah. See, listen to cheerful music. Like, don't put shit in your head that's just going to affect your mood, and do it on purpose. Like, why are you doing that? Stop. just stop. Yes, Wonder Bro, I will use the same thing for those thoughts on time. Yeah, thoughts can be sneaky because they pretend to be so important, and the fact that you're sensitized means you're having this bodily reaction, and that makes them seem even more important, even more urgent, and, you know, I have to figure it out. But that's just a trick of anxiety. We did a video not long ago. I'm losing my ability to speak. We did a video not long ago called A Common Anxiety Trick, and that was it. Thoughts pretending to be important because you're sensitized, so it's just because you're sensitized, so stop trying to figure out the thought. How do you respond to stress? Do you just, like, accept? Yes. If it's a stressful situation and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, understand that your resistance is causing all of that stress, most of it, and your thoughts. So use the two main keys all the same. Oh, that's a caveman. Yes, I'm definitely a caveman. Alcohol is my worst crutch. It's both bad and helpful at times. I still drink, just in moderation now, as I used to use it to deal with my anxiety. Yeah, I don't know. I've just never been a drinker. I've never been a party guy. Like, even before I was sensitized the first time, back when I was, you know, before all the sensitization came into play and I experienced all that, even before then, I was never a party person. Like, I enjoy going to, like, a friend's house or something, and, you know, just casual stuff, you know, whatever. But I've never been big on partying. I've always been a homebody, really, and I like my solitude, you know. So that's always been me. You know, Before sensitization ever happened, after I healed from sensitization, I'm still just me, and who I am is a caveman, as Bendy Trees likes to put it. And I'm happy. I am happy that way. That's just the way I like to do things. Let's all have a meetup and make Wonder Bro have a go at the beer pong. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that's funny. I like simple things, right? Like, I like going on walks. I like going to a friend's house and playing video games. I like going fishing. I like little simple things. I don't necessarily like big parties just because it's not my scene. I mean, it's not because I'm antisocial. I love people. I love talking to people. It's just, it's not my scene. It never has been. I can't really put my finger on it. But I like the simple things in life. I like the simple things. 13 months sober now. That is awesome. Yes, there is much better and healthier ways to accomplish things than going to alcohol. Resorting to alcohol. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, what are we coming up on? 40 minutes? Alright, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. It's been an excellent stream. Thanks for coming by. Till next time, as always, I love each of you very much. Very, very much. 5K, here we come. Share me out. Let's keep growing. Stay awesome.